Welcome to 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. He has gray hair and he has a gray beard. And he also wears glasses. Like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork is better looking. Now, here is Gray Hair Dave.
Well, what did you think of him? That intro brought to you by 11labs.io. If you like that, I keep playing with all the voices they have over there at 11labs.io, and they've got some great ones. This one really gave me a laugh. So in the show notes, you can find the link. It's 11labs.io. If you go to that link that I'm going to have in the show notes, it will take you there with my affiliate number. So if you happen to sign up, I will get a little bit of a bump that will help me pay for all the costs involved in this and all my other podcasts that I do. So here we are, folks. Tariff free. Got to remember, you're getting this podcast tariff free right here from Gray Hair Dave. How we doing, folks? How we doing? I hope you're having a great day. If you are one of the lucky folks who got the original recording of episode 173, which is what this is, it lasted all of 8 seconds. My apologies. Honest to goodness, my apologies. I thought the whole thing went through, but obviously only 8 seconds came through, and that's very, very odd. I don't know what happened. I noticed it today because I always check those things, but I didn't yesterday. So this is a redo. And sometimes redos are better than the non-redos, than the originals, you know? Because you can think up things that you forgot to say yesterday or that when you did the original one. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some things that are going on. Now, here in Central Florida, which is where Gray Hair Dave is, it was an extremely cold day today when I got up. It was 35 degrees. When I got in my car at 7:30 this morning to go to work, it was finally up to 40. I took a picture of that and I go, holy cow. I was listening to or actually watching the news this morning, and they said it hasn't been this cold in a couple of years. And this is actually early in November, so it's early for this to happen. This shouldn't be happening yet. But it's going to start getting warmer tomorrow and the next day we're back up into the 70s by the end of the week. So life will be good. We'll be back into normal weather. How's the weather where you are? I hope it's good. I was watching a little bit of a football game the other day, and so it was a Chicago game on Sunday, and it looked like they had a little bit of flurries there. Didn't look like anything was sticking, but it was fun to watch the snow a little bit. What's going on? Let's see here. Oh yeah, well since we've talked last, the weight gain, actually not the weight gain, the weight loss program is going along just fine. Down a few more pounds this week. Now I am on Wegovy, and that's a once a week shot that you give yourself, and I'm not having any problems with it like I thought I was going to. It's working real well for me. So for the first month, you start out at 0.25 milligrams for each shot, and then month 2, which is what I'm into now, you're at 0.50 milligrams of this medicine that they give you. One of the things that I have noticed about this weight loss program is that I'm not desiring large portions anymore. Used to be, I'd get a large order of fries and maybe a quarter pounder with cheese and a strawberry shake or something like that. That's too much food for one sitting for me now. I can't do that. Tonight I had some orange chicken and a small little portion of rice. I'm full. I really am. My desire to drink alcohol has gone down. 1 or 2 every other day or so is all I really want, and then some days I don't even want any. Like tonight, it's kind of cool, and I'm not going to drink any beer. It's weird how some of these things change. And like I said, the program is working of losing weight. Hey folks, it's Gray Hair Dave just popping in to say, hey, I have a new merchandise shop. That's right. If you go to my website, 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com, and you click on the merchandise tab, it'll take you to a page that says, click here for merchandise. And then it's got a little photo of some of the items that I do have in the shop. I hope that you do go there. I hope you do look at it. And if you are so inclined, I hope you do buy something. If you do, I will make some money on this because this is something that I am adding to all of my websites so that I can make a little extra money and help out with the costs of this program and all my programs that I do. But anyways, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget, 5minutesofgrayhairdave.com. Go to the merchandise page. Thanks. Bye. If I lose 1 more pound, I will be exactly 30 pounds from when we started. Now, when we started, the doctor said, you've got to show that you can lose some before we start you on this medication. And I'd lost almost 18 pounds by the time he put me on this medication. So I have lost another 10 or 11, in a month. And I think, folks, that's reasonable because I don't want to lose it too fast and then get sick because of it. So anyways, now I had mentioned to you, we're going to, folks, we're going to change subjects again. I went to the hospital the other day. They had to have some tests done. This was an ultrasound. And because I'm on Wegovy, they're worried about your thyroid a lot. So I had a thyroid ultrasound and an aortic ultrasound, just checking things out. So, they want to make sure when you go on this thing that you're not going to get sicker or make yourself sick, because they ask a lot about the thyroid, what this does to the thyroid, but I didn't know maybe thyroid has a lot to do with losing weight and gaining weight and keeping your weight. I don't know. Maybe I need to look into that. What do you think? I mean, that wouldn't be a terrible idea, would it? But anyways, so that's going on. Now, because I'm recording this one after work with the mouse today, I am not doing video with this one. So 173 will not be video, folks. My apologies. I started to do it yesterday when I was doing the original recording. And I've got to go in and adjust my Kodachrome on my cameras, on the program that I'm using when I'm recording, so that I don't get pixelation and bleed. So that shouldn't be too hard to fix for next week. But next week I do plan on going back to doing video, and I hope they look better and sound better. I'm going to be using, if I can, they have little shotgun microphones, which I already have one, that will attach to my DSLR. So next week we're trying the DSLR. As to everything else, I love tech, and don't get me wrong, we've already talked about this. I love tech. I love technology. All these AI things that are going on in the world, everybody has their opinion of them, and I have mine. And mine is I like it. I want more. You have out there for the podcasting industry and the YouTubers and all that, the CapCut, you've got Headliner, you've got all these AI programs that will scrub through your video, find clips that sound and look good, cut them out for you and give them to you in a manner that you can post and start posting regularly, which is what you want to do if you want to become a YouTuber kind of a thing. But I find it all interesting, and I'm wondering, what are you using out there when it comes to technology and when it comes to AI specifically? Let me know what programs you use. I'll be honest with you folks, when I do my translation, that's the wrong way to put this. When I do my transcripts for this show, I take the audio, I put it into Captivate, f.fm, and it will scrub through it all really quick and give me a complete transcript. All I have to do is go back and adjust things. It'll give me summaries, synopsis. It'll pull out the links, all that stuff. It'll give me spots where it thinks automatic ad insertion would go well, all those types of things. So AI is out there and it's doing a really, really good job. And it's getting better and better and better all the time. So that was something that I had talked about. One other thing that I wanted to mention to you folks is that it looks like government is going to reopen here in the United States. I don't know who talked to who changed their mind and said we can't do this anymore, we can't keep hurting people. I realize it's nothing that I said last week that created this. But it is about time they got off their duffs, their big fat duffs, and did something. You're being paid, and paid well, to represent the people of the United States in your district or your area of the country. You're not paid to hurt people. You're not paid to help create delays at the airport or cancellations at airports. That's not within your job purview or the purview of your job. That's not what you're designed to be there for. It's to make laws and help the company and the country grow. Not the company, just the country as a whole. You all have been terrible at it. If you have finally come to your senses and are going to put this back to work, more power to you. But I guarantee you, this long shutdown, longest in history now, has hurt every one of your reputations. Doesn't matter if you're a Republican, a Democrat, or an independent. In gray-haired Dave's mind, you've all been at fault here. And it is unconscionable for what you all did. Just to prove a point. Or just because somebody may run against you and you want to show you still have all this power. Or whatever the reason was, folks, these guys were idiots for doing what they did. It was asinine. Again, just an asinine thing to do. So on that note, I'm going to stop with all the politics for a while. Because I don't need to. But do you know somebody who might be interested in starting a podcast? Or are you interested in starting a podcast? I bet you, that's right, I'm talking to you. I bet you have something you want to say to the world. You have knowledge that you can impart to the rest of the world. You have knowledge that you can get out so that your maybe grandkids, your own kids, future generations can know about what went on or what your hobbies were or what you were passionate about. Anything, golf, woodworking, cars, model trains, whatever. Me, it's just me talking. I have other podcasts that I do, but this is the one where I have the most fun because I get to say and do whatever I want to do here. You can too. If that's something you're interested in, go to boomerpodcasters.com. Listen to episode 1 through 7. And then get ready for the videos to start coming because I'm really going to get into depth. on what programs to use, how to use these programs. I'm here for you with boomerpodcasters.com. Also, folks, if you already are a podcaster and you want a little bit of your time back, you don't want to do your editing anymore, go to grayhairproductions.com. That's where I am an editor of audio and video. I mainly do it for podcasters. I would be glad to discuss that with you. I will make you sound better. I'll make you sound just like you want. We'll take out all the ums and ahs and do whatever it takes to make you sound better and get your voice out there in a good way. So that's grayhairproductions.com. Now also, I want you to think about this. How many people do you know who don't know what a podcast is? How many people do you know where you say, hey, I was listening to the 5 Minutes of Gray Hair Dave podcast today, and he was talking about this. Did you hear that? What the heck's a podcast, they'll ask you. That's your cue right there and then to say, give me your phone. Let me show you what a podcast is. Show them what device, on their device, what to do. Show them what genres are available to them. Show them how to subscribe, how to follow. Use me as the example. 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. Follow me, subscribe. All of us podcasters out there will really appreciate the fact that you've gone the extra mile to show somebody else what's going on. Really, we will. Also, folks, when you're out and about this week, smile at somebody you don't know, wave, say hi. You're going to make their day. You don't know what kind of a day they're having. They could be having a very bad day, and you don't know it, but somebody smiles and says hi to them. And how are you? Could really make their day. So that's all I've got for today, folks. Gray Hair Dave here saying we will talk to you soon. And I'm positive this one's going to go all the way through. So we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.